Hello, welcome to Thor Talk, the show all about Marvel's resident God of Thunder. On this episode of Thor Talk, we look at the Hulk vs. Thor comic that was made for and distributed by the New York Jets for the Jets at Vikings game. Thor and Hulk are battling each other once again, but they need to be careful to avoid hurting the multitude of Jets fans on their way to MetLife Stadium. Plus, something is amiss at how they are perceiving things, as perhaps there is a third party who has caused them to fight each other on Thor Talk.
I am Thor the Thunderer, son of Odin, prince of Asgard, and this world is under my protection.
Incredible Hulk vs. the Mighty Thor New York Jets exclusive #1 was written by Fabian Nicieza and was published in October of 2018. The comic was released by the New York Jets along with other promotional material at the October 21st game against the Minnesota Vikings. The story begins with Thor and Hulk grappling with each other as helpless bystanders watch, but something is not quite right. Hulk calls Thor Abomination, and Thor calls Hulk Ulik, but being called Ulik enrages Hulk, and he punches the golden-haired deity into an office building. Thor quickly rises and returns the favor with a stinging blow from Mjolnir. But elsewhere, the leader watches from afar, pleased that his gamma emitter is working, since it's making the Hulk think that he's fighting the Abomination instead of Thor, and make Thor think that he's fighting Ulik. The leader was simply trying to get Hulk to tear up the city and ruin his reputation, but then Thor showed up, and he was able to get the two to fight each other. Thor sends Hulk flying with a lightning-charged hit from Mjolnir, and the Hulk crashes into the pavement in front of some Jets fans who were on their way to the game. The leader is confused, as his machine was supposed to make Hulk think that the Jets fans were military threats, but it doesn't appear to be working. Thor pursues his quarry cloaked in mystic lightning, and it is then that the leader realizes that he has a problem on his hands. Thor's otherworldly electricity is interfering with the leader's machine, and soon Thor is able to see that Ulik is really the Hulk. Thor tries to figure out what's going on, but the enraged Hulk punches him out of the city. Hulk continues the assault, declaring himself to be the strongest one there is, but Thor does not back down as the two grapple in the water. Thor realizes what is going on, and for a brief moment the illusion is shattered for the Hulk as well. But the confused giant leaves. He lands near MetLife Stadium and sees dozens of Jets fans, but he thinks that they are mocking him by wearing green. A young fan tells him that they are not mocking him and hands him a hot dog, which calms the Hulk down. Thor arrives and tells Hulk that someone is playing a trick on them through mortal science. Hulk hears Thor but sees Abomination. He doesn't want to fight anymore. He just wants to eat hot dogs with his new green friends. Thor says that they will not fight anymore, and tells Hulk to clutch Mjolnir to be free of the illusion. Hulk complies, and Thor releases energy so staggering that the transmission bounces back and the machine blows up in the leader's face. Hulk and Thor now see each other as they truly are, and they join the tailgate with some Jets fans. The police arrive at the leader's base, and the leader is startled by the green-clad Jets fans. Thor wants to go see the football game, and Hulk will go only if Thor buys him more hot dogs. Thor agrees, and he is intrigued by the purple-clad Vikings, asking Hulk about them. Hulk says he only knows that he likes green, because he is green, and the two head in to watch the Vikings play the Jets. So that's what happens when Marvel Comics and an NFL team work together. It was interesting, but also about what I'd expect from them. It was full of Jets references and a few cliches, but it's not like it was supposed to have anything more. I was happy to see that it wasn't just a one-sided fight with Hulk thrashing Thor, since Hulk is clearly representing the Green Jets and Thor is representing the Vikings, who were the away team when the comic premiered in MetLife Stadium. The fight had no clear winner, but in the real world, this round goes to Thor, as in that game, the Vikings soundly defeated the Jets 37-17. Well, that's all for this episode of Thor Talk. If you want to keep up with and support Thor Talk, simply subscribe. Once again, I'd like to formally state that all art and video is owned by its respective companies, and I own none of it. With that said, see you next time on Thor Talk, where
You'll be holding